Welcome to this week's edition of the Lynn MA Sportscast. We're your host, Sean Donahue.
And Caleb Reddick.
Caleb, I think we've got a pretty good show today. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who's going to be on?
Well, we have Kevin Donahue of the NorthShore Generals team and Connor Robertson from the Lynn Tech Lacrosse team.
We here at the Lynn MA Sportscast would like to wish you all a happy new year as we kick off the 2014 seasons. The Lynn MA Sportscast is a show which focuses on all sports in Lynn, what you can expect to see from us, our field segments, player and coach interviews, and of course the question of the week. This week in Lynn Sports, the Lynn Parks and Recs Department is holding its weekly T-ball, baseball, and softball clinics at Lynn Tech on Sundays through January 26th. The T-ball clinic will run from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. The Little League clinic runs from 9:15 to 10:30 a.m. for ages 7 to 9 and ages 10 and up from 10:45 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. Softball players 13 and under will run from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. For more information, you can call 781-477-7096. Caleb?
Well, I remember doing that as a kid. That's a great program. And the Great Stew Chase 15K will take place at 10 a.m. on Sunday, February 9th at the Knights of Columbus on Linfield Street, Route 129 in Lynn. Registration is $15 to $20. Contact Roger Perham at 989-468-7934. For more information, directions, online registration, and additional information are at www.stewchase.com and Facebook.
The Lynn Tech girls basketball team got their first win with a 36-31 victory over Fellowship Tuesday in Methuen. Jasmine Castro-Novus had 16 points. The Lady Tigers are now 1-7.
The Lazy Dog Classy 3-mile fun run will take place on Sunday, January 19th at the Lazy Dog Sports Bar, 329 Broadway in Lynn at 11 a.m. This is a fun run/walk with a $25 registration fee. There will be long-sleeve dry-fit t-shirts to the first 100 registrants and prizes for the top 3 overall male and female finishers. Registration begins at 9:30 a.m. To register online, visit racewire.com.
There will also be a 4-week open swim program at the Tech Pool on Sundays through January 26th. The pool is open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Lifeguards will be on duty. Kids 10 and under should be accompanied by an adult, and no flotation devices are allowed. Let's go to Stephanie De La Cruz in the field with the NorthShore Generals.
The love of football and sense of family is what keeps the players and coaches coming back each season. The NorthShore Generals is a semi-pro football league who play all over New England, with a chance to play for a national and league championship. Anyone above 18 years old are able to join. For the last 2 years, the Generals made the playoffs but strive to become the champions this upcoming season. I've met up with the coaches in their first workout session to talk about their new strategy.
Well, last year when we got to the playoffs, we were banged up. We had a lot of injuries, and it impacted us. We're not going to use it as an excuse or anything, but we're going to bring in some more depth on both sides of the ball, and we're going to have a little more balanced attack on offense. And we've brought back some of our former players that are all-stars, and so changing up the personnel a little bit and working a little harder too. Playing in that championship game and winning it this year, that's our number one goal.
Head coach Spano believes the first practice was a great turnout.
New players along with the veterans, and we had some guys who were just down here trying to see what we're about, debating if they're going to come, and I think we gave them a good showing.
The veterans are also excited to be back in the field.
Well, I started playing for the Generals about 9 years ago, and I just wanted to get back out there.
The team, the owner, the coaches, it's a great organization. It's very organized. It's a true family on and off the field.
The last year I was here, we went all the way to the Super Bowl, ended up losing it there, so we want another crack at it. A lot of the guys I was here with are back and going to look to take one more shot at it.
The first workout session consisted of time agilities such as 3-cone drill and 40-yard dash. But the coaches also took this time for recruitment to see where the players' interests are and to develop a rapport with them. I sat with rookie vendor Paola, a Lynn Classical graduate who's happy to have found a team that will help him continue his football career.
We met up almost at the end of October, maybe on the 29th of October we met up, and we talked football. We talked football, and he became interested in me, and that's how I'm here right now, thanks to him and all the other coaches, and yeah, that's why I'm here.
But it's not too late if you're looking to sign up with the team.
What do you say to newcomers that want to join here?
I say work hard
It's not as easy as people say it is. A lot of these kids, college, NFL talents, and you hear the name semi-pro and you think it's a joke. You got to work hard, and I hope you come in shape.
Come out, give it a shot.
I would definitely say if you have any type of passion about football, you should come down and check it out.
That's why we're saying we want more players. We need more players. We need to be able to rest people. We need to be able to get people on the field. And we're trying to push commitment this year. We're talking about guys committing to being at every practice, to being part of the team 100%. So when we get to those games, everybody's on that same page.
For Lynn MA Sportscast, I'm Stephanie De La Cruz.
Welcome back. Thank you, Stephanie. Great field segment on the North Shore Generals. Ironically enough, here with me is owner and general manager of the North Shore Generals, Kevin Donahue. Kevin, thanks for being here.
Sure, my pleasure, thank you.
No reason to act oblivious. Kevin's my uncle. We're both affiliated with the North Shore Generals. We're both heavily involved. It's a full-time operation, and it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. You know, it's a chance for us to be involved with football at a pretty high level, and it's great to be able to do some football with my family, you, Sean, and I appreciate that. So, yeah, we really enjoy, running the Generals right now.
Absolutely. I mean, football is a huge tradition in our family, as it is in many families in Lynn. I mean, there are about half a dozen programs in Lynn that are dedicated to football. So for us to be an option for players to come out and have an opportunity to continue playing football at the next level is a special thing for a lot of the guys on the team. Now, the Generals are a semi-professional football team. We compete at the AAA level in the New England Football League. Tell us a little bit about the NEFL.
Okay, so the NFL is a league that's been around for 20 years. We just celebrated our 20th year last year. We're part of the United States Football Association. And the NFL has teams from throughout New England. So most of the major cities are represented. There's 42 teams. You have teams from Portland, Maine, Manchester, New Hampshire, Lowell, Lawrence, Lynn, Worcester, Boston, Providence, Hartford, all throughout New England, New Bedford. There's even a team from New York and another team from New Jersey. So they've done a great job over the years of putting the league together. You mentioned that we compete at the AAA level, which is the highest level in semi-pro football in the country. So it's high-quality football.
Awesome stuff. Now, the players, a lot of the players on the team are made up of past Shriners All-Stars, past Aganis All-Stars. Where's your recruiting base come from?
Well, throughout the North Shore and even into Boston a little bit, you mentioned we have a lot of college and a lot of high school all-stars. Most of our players are easily recognizable to football fans on the North Shore. The football players, the college players played ball at Bentley, Merrimack, Curry, Endicott College, good football programs. And then, Lynn is well represented on our team, obviously, with all 4 high schools sending players to play for the Generals. But then, the other North Shore cities and towns are represented, Salem, Beverly, Peabody. Good representation from throughout the North Shore.
Now, the team, the Generals, have been in existence for 7 years now. Is that true? 7 years?
Yeah, 7 years, and we have established a tradition of winning. We've made for the last 6 years, we've made the playoffs each year. We've made it to the championship game a couple times, didn't quite finish it off, but that's the goal every year, is to get to that championship game and win it. So.
That's the goal this year, next year, the years on and years on. The Generals take a big, huge sense of pride in winning, and it's a tradition almost already. Can you tell us a little bit about the football philosophy with the team?
Okay, so football philosophy, that's a good question. Football philosophy, I'd say, is we are a tough team. We are a hard-hitting team. We are known for our defense throughout the league. We always have one of the top defenses in the New England Football League. Offensively, we run the spread offense. We have a lot of great athletes that can make a lot of plays, so it's exciting, it's fun. We have guys that are really dedicated coaches, players, to making this thing work. So philosophically, it's about having fun. It's about playing good football. It's about competing. It's about working hard as a team, teamwork. You know, all that stuff the football is all about at every level.
Now, last week we had Jake Canty, owner and GM of the North Shore Tides, which is a semi-pro basketball team here in Lynn. He had mentioned that there are a significant amount of struggles in owning and operating a semi-pro team, whether it's a fan base, generating recruits. What are some of the struggles that you encounter as a GM with the Generals?
Okay, struggles as a GM. Well, I mean, there's a lot of work, and nobody gets paid at the semi-pro level. So players don't get paid, coaches don't get paid, and the GM doesn't get paid. So there's a lot of work to do, from interfacing with the league, like you said, recruiting players. We have to get sponsors to cover some of the, pay some of the bills, cover some of the expenses. We have to maintain the website, the Facebook page, try to develop a fan base. So there's a lot to do, but for the love of the game, it's a pretty good hobby to have.
Absolutely, it's a different level of football fandom. I mean, you get into it and you think to yourself, it'd be a good idea to own a football team. And after the first 6 months, you start realizing how many bad ideas there are as well. But like you had said, the love, the passion for the game, I mean, it drives us. And it's the reason why we're still involved today. Since the team has been in existence, you had taken over a few years back, and you've made some significant changes to the organization, which are easily recognized by the players and coaches and even the league. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So as an organization, the Generals were started 7 years ago by Matt Caiazo, and this is my 5th year owning and running the team. And we play our games at Manning Field on field turf. We work out at Bishop Fenwick High School, which is a nice field turf facility. As an organization, and over the last 3 years, we've won Executive of the Year, we've won Coaching Staff of the Year twice, and so we are recognized by the league for our on the field and off the field performance. But it's like the ultimate fantasy football experience. And taking it to the next level. We have great coaches, great ball players, great fans that support us, great family support, and it really is a football family.
And I couldn't agree with you more. The amount of love between players and coaches and owners is obvious. And like you had said, it's an exciting game. It's great football. A lot of these names and players are recognized throughout the North Shore from the great careers that they've had in high school and college. Let's talk a little bit about how people can get involved.
So with semi-pro football, nobody gets paid, as I mentioned, and there's a lot of work to do. So you can get involved as a player, as a coach, or as a volunteer, or even as a fan. We run a lot of traffic through our website, NorthShoreGenerals.com, and a lot of interaction on our Facebook page, North Shore Generals Football. And if you want to get involved, just drop by either of those 2 websites and drop us a line, respond right away. Hey, we all have day jobs, so you might not get a call within the hour, but we'll get right back to you, and we'll find a spot for you if you really want to be involved with the team. It's a lot of fun. Our goal, we talked a little bit about goals before. Our goal as an organization, and when I got the team, was to be the best team in the New England Football League on and off the field. I think we've made some significant strides in both areas. It's been recognized by the league. On the field, we've moved up from AA to AAA, which was a goal of mine when I took over the team. So we're heading in the right direction. We're moving towards our goals. But anybody who loves football that wants to be part of the North Shore Generals and come out and have a lot of fun, we'd love to talk to you. We'd love to have you come out and help us out.
If you're a football fan, check out the NorthShore Generals website, www.NorthShoreGenerals.com. Kevin, thank you so much for coming on to the show. I wish you and me and the team the best of luck, and us the best of luck this season. And I'll see you at practice this Sunday.
Yeah, we have a tryout Sunday, so looking forward to seeing the new guys and getting back with the old guys. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Definitely is. Now we'll go to the question of the week. Tweet your answers to our Twitter handle, Lynn Sportscast, for your chance to win a prize from Tony Lena's on Boston Street in Lynn. Last week's question: 2 NBA icons are nearly tied for most rebounds per game. Wilt Chamberlain holds the record, averaging 22.9 rebounds a game. Who is second with 22.5? The answer was answered correctly by Tyler Story, and of course is Bill Russell. Did you know that one, Kev?
Bill Russell, everybody knows Bill Russell.
Maybe I'm making him a little bit too easy. This week's question of the week: in 1970, which was the first expansion team in NFL history to win the title with a 27-7 victory over the Browns? Again, you can tweet your answers to our Twitter handle, Lynn Sportscast. First to reply with the correct answer will receive a prize from Tony Lena's and Lynn. Caleb?
I'm Caleb Reddick, and we only have so much time, so let's just dive into it. To the left of me, I have from Lynn Tech, Connor Robertson from the lacrosse team. Connor, the lacrosse team, what do you think of this year?
I think it's going to be a great season this year, so.
Looking forward to another season. You guys had a tough season last year. How are you guys looking, and how are you guys going to try to improve on it this year?
I mean, you just gotta practice harder, just mentally get better as a team.
So what are some things that you have to do to practice harder?
I mean, you gotta hustle, give 110% all the time. Just never just doubt yourself or doubt your team. Just always go.
So it's more of just like almost every other sport where it's a mental thing, where you just have to go harder. Lacrosse. I don't really know lacrosse. Can you explain the physical and skill setting that you need to have to play lacrosse?
Lacrosse is a very physical sport. It's also a very mental sport too. Skills much like cradling, ground balls, passing, catching. There's also like reading other teams, how what their defense is doing, what their offense is doing, just knowing where you are at the time and where the ball is and stuff like that.
So are the skills just like every other sport where you have to put in the time to get better at it, or?
Yeah, you gotta just put your skills all out there. You can't just go out there one day and think you're just gonna go catch every single pass and throw every single perfect pass. You just gotta give it your best.
And what about the physical? How do you get? Is it just like football where you get bigger in the weight room? How do you get physical?
I mean, it's a very very fast game, just like football and hockey and stuff like that. You gotta do what you gotta do. Weight room, track, running, weight room, stuff like that. Everything just puts into one.
And the coach, your coach, he's a winning coach. He's from Bishop Fenwick. He's got a lot of experience. What do you think about him?
He's a very great coach. He's done a lot for this team. He's done a lot for the school. He's just phenomenal.
So what are some things that he's done for the school?
He's my shop teacher. He just helps
everyone. What is
everyone.
your shop?
My shop is plumbing.
You're a plumber?
Yeah.
You want to be a plumber?
Yeah, that's my goal.
It's your goal. So, you guys are a more experienced team. You had a younger team last year. You only had, 3 or 4 people that graduated? Do you think you got the quirks out last year, or what are you guys doing to improve on that?
I mean, you can never just say a team just gets better over just because a couple kids left. I mean, there's going to be also people coming in. You got to just put yourself together. Everyone just got to put the differences aside and just come together as a team.
And captain, who picks the captain? Is it a player pick? Is it a coach's pick?
I mean, captains, they are decided by the coach, but naturally the players do decide who they want their captains to be.
So how do the players pick the captains then? Like, do they just flock over to them? How is it?
I mean, naturally there's just that's one thing inside of a captain that can lead a team, that when they're down, he picks them up and he just brings everything out there.
So it's more of a mental captain than a skillful captain.
I mean, captain's usually the skillful one, but also captains can also the most mentally strong one on the team.
So how are you guys going to get better this year? Are you practicing harder? Are you in the weight room more? Are you guys... What are you guys doing?
I mean, there's many other kids in the team that does other sports like swimming, basketball, and hockey, football, and all that. But yeah, sometimes we do come together as just the kids that we had last year. We just come together and just play a little, have a little bit of a practice kind of mentality, and just get better.
So are there like AAU teams? Are there select teams that you guys play for? Or
over the summer there are teams, in winter indoor. But a couple of us went up in the summer. We went up to Medford. We played for Shawsheen Tech, another technical high school in the state.
How do you guys prepare for a game? What do you guys do?
I mean, we just got to practice hard before the game even happens. Practice hard that week of the game, that day before the game. Everything we have to do is just got to be 110% before.
So after the games, you guys have practice. What are you guys doing in practice? Is it an hour? Is it a 3-hour practice? Are you guys just stretching the whole time? Are you just goofing off? Are you working on your skills? What are you guys doing?
I mean, it's a very fun sport. We have our fun, but we also are very serious. We like to practice 2.5, 3 hours.
2.5, 3 hours?
Yes.
What are you guys doing in that 2.5, 3 hours? You stretching? What are you guys doing?
The first 15 minutes or so, we stretch, do a little bit of a long run, just to warm up your legs and stuff like that. After that, we get into individuals where we just start passing, catching ground balls, stuff, passing on the ground and stuff like that. And after that, we like to go into team.
So what is team? Is it offense? Is it defense? Do you guys have special teams? I don't even know. What is it?
Yeah, we have offense. It's much like football. It's 11 versus 11. We have an offense and we have a defense.
So do you guys just work on plays? What do you guys put all the varsity kids on one team and all the JV kids on the other team? What are you guys doing?
I mean, we mix it up. We like to put the second guys in with the first guys, so when the first guy goes down, the second
somebody
guy
can just snatch up the spot.
Just jump in and might not take the spot, but he could just throw his game into the game. Just make himself and the team around him do better.
So what are some of your goals this year as a team?
As a team, we would like to practice harder.
So how are you guys going to practice harder? After that schedule that you just gave me, how are you guys going to practice harder?
We're just going to have to just go 110%, give everything we got just before the game even starts.
What about as an individual? What are your goals this season?
As an individual, I would like to bring myself to be a better player, but also be a better player for my team.
So how are you going to be a better player? Are you going to be a bigger force on the field? Are you going to be mentally tougher than everybody else? What are you doing to be a better player?
I would like to be a little bit of both, a lot of bit of both actually. I would like to be more physical and be more mental so my team can just build around it and whatnot.
Community service. Have you done any community service as a team? Have you done it as an individual?
I mean, we've done a lot of community service, not just Lynn Tech Lacrosse, but Lynn Tech in general.
So what have you guys done? Where have you guys been?
A lot of Lynn Tech kids got together. We went to food banks, stuff like that.
What did you do at the food bank?
We went to Connery Elementary School. We just helped unload things off the truck, set it up, and then hand it out to the people that needed it.
That's really nice. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
I think I read somewhere about parks. Did you guys do something about parks?
Yes, in the fall time, a lot of kids got together. We did that, but also in the summertime, all the shops did a separate park.
So you did it twice?
Yeah, we did it twice.
So I also think I read what was it, like 10 parks you guys did? What did you guys do there?
Well, there's roughly around we got a little more than 10 parks. Every shop, or 1 or 2 shops sometimes, we got together, we went to parks, we helped paint them, just pick it up, clean it up, just make it a better environment for little kids like we did not that long ago, just have fun on them.
Mm-hmm. And then I think I also read about care packages. What are care packages?
Just supplies, that everyday things that we use that other people that are fighting for us to use them just don't have.
So you gave them to veterans?
I guess we gave it to veterans, people overseas fighting for us, people just there to help us and just allow us to be who we are.
So there's 5 schools in Lynn. There's Tech, English, Classical, St. Mary's. Why did you choose Tech?
It was a very it's kind of like a family thing too. My family went to Classical and Tech. I decided to go Tech. It felt like it would be the best thing for me.
So Connor, what are you doing this winter season?
I'm just training myself to be a better lacrosse player. Just be better, just so when I come back, I don't help just myself. I help my team.
Like I said in the beginning, we only have so much time. Connor Robertson, it was a pleasure to have you on. I hope to have you on again.
Thank you.
Thank you for your community service. Thanks. And now to the top game of the week.
Shot taking, miss. Who gets the Chingas for the flow, dog? Chingas, shoot the shot, it's good. So also get the Chingas. Chingas will look, put it off the glass. Chingas to take it, misses. Rebound by Rogers. Rodriguez will stop and pop for the 3. It's missed. He awarded the ball. Rogers will look for the ball underneath and put it right up. Rodriguez, come on. It's too strong. We'll get it to Brown, who's underneath. Who gets it to do set? It's Tim. Back to Brown. Rebounded by Classical again. Oh, behind the back pass. Shot taken and made by the big guy. Doucette will get the ball, and he'll put it up for the righty leg. Look to get to Doucette. Can roll. But it's stolen by Reeves. Will go up and underneath the big guy, and it's missed. Doucette comes up with the rebound. Tim. Shots blocked by Doucette. Rodriguez for the 3. It's missed. Faulkner against the Green State. It's stolen by Eli McConnery. Here at the Lynn Classical Gym, Lynn Classical will defeat the Swampscott Big Blue 70-48. Classical got ahead early, getting a lot of second chance points in the first quarter, and Swampscott Big Blue seemed to never recover. So, it's say good night.
Well, that's our show for today. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in next week for all the up-to-date info in Lynn sports right here on the Lynn MA Sportscast. If you have a sports story which you think we should mention, or if you're just interested in giving feedback, you can find us at www.LynnCAMTV.com/shows/Lynn MA Sportscast. From the studio here at LynnCAM TV, we're your hosts, Sean Donahue
and Caleb Reddick,
wishing you all the best.